You're sitting in your room right now.
This can't be happening.
Maybe you're holding your phone.
I need to see
Maybe you're
this.
just staring at the screen,
Why won't it load?
not even noticing how the minutes are slipping away. Take a look around you. You have everything people 40 years ago could only dream of. Your washing machine does the work for you. Your food heats up in minutes. A robot vacuum cleans your floor without you lifting a finger. The internet gives you access to the entire world, knowledge, entertainment, people. You don't have to chop wood. You don't have to stand in long lines. You don't have to wash clothes by hand or boil them in steaming water. And it feels like you should be free, completely free. Free enough to wake up every day with a new idea, to create, to draw, to write, to build something meaningful, or simply to live slowly and peacefully. But let's be honest, look yourself in the eye, not through a camera, but somewhere deeper. Why are you so exhausted? Why does rest not feel like rest anymore? Why does your mind feel constantly overheated, like it never really shuts off? And deep down, why does it feel like you're running out of time, even when you're doing nothing? Where did all that promised time go? It didn't disappear overnight. No one stole it from you. You gave it away, piece by piece, through small, almost invisible choices. One swipe, one video, then another and another. And suddenly, an hour is gone. Then another, and it happens every single day. No one told you that you were stepping into a trap. No one warned you that instead of freedom, you would get a new kind of dependency. Softer, more comfortable, more enjoyable, but far more dangerous. Because it doesn't hurt right away. It slowly eats away at your life while you barely notice it happening. And the scariest part isn't that you're wasting time. The scariest part is that you've gotten used to it. It became normal. You stopped questioning it. You just keep spinning the wheel, day after day. No pause, no exit. Like a hamster that was sold the perfect cage, warm, comfortable, modern. And it doesn't even realize the door has already been closed.
Now, let's rewind for a second. Not too far, just about 40 years back. A completely different evening. No endless scrolling. No notifications every few seconds. No glowing screen pulling your attention in 100 directions at once. A person would come home from work. Tired, yes, but it was a different kind of tired, a physical one. The kind that slowly faded once you sat down, took a breath, maybe had dinner with your family. There was a clear line between work and rest. When the day ended, it actually ended. Your mind wasn't being dragged back into 1,000 unfinished thoughts, messages, updates, and distractions. Even boredom felt different. It wasn't this anxious, uncomfortable void you rush to fill instantly. It was quiet, slow, sometimes even peaceful. People would sit, talk, think, stare out the window, or simply exist without feeling like they were wasting time. And here's the part nobody tells you. They actually had less convenience, but more control. Life was harder in many ways, sure, but it was also more contained, more predictable, more...
Now, compare that to your evenings. Be honest. When was the last time your mind was truly still? Not distracted, not entertained, not numbed. Just still. You probably reach for your phone without even thinking. A reflex. A habit so deeply wired that it feels like part of you. You open one app, then another, then another. You're not even looking for something specific anymore. You're just scrolling, hoping to feel something, anything. A spark of interest, a hit of dopamine, a reason to keep going. and the system gives it to you. Not too much, just enough to keep you hooked. Because that's exactly how it's designed. Every platform, every feed, every endless stream of content. It's not slightly. It's engineered, built by people who understand your brain better than you do. They know exactly how long to hold your attention, when to give you something exciting, when to make you slightly bored, just enough so you keep searching for the next thing. And while you're doing that, something important is happening. You're not resting. You're not recovering. You're not living. You're just consuming, hour after hour, day after day. And it feels like rest, but it isn't. It's stimulation disguised as rest. And your brain never gets a break. Not a real one.
And here's where it gets uncomfortable. Because this isn't just a slight chance or some side effect of modern life. This is a system. A very well-built, highly optimized system that runs on one simple thing: your attention. Not your money, not your time directly, your attention. Because attention is the gateway to everything else. The longer you stay, the more you scroll, the more you watch, the more valuable you become. And there are entire teams of people whose job is to make sure you never want to leave. Designers, psychologists, data analysts, engineers, all working together, constantly testing, adjusting, refining. Every color, every notification sound, every animation, every recommendation. It's not there by accident. It's there because it works, because it keeps you hooked for just a little bit longer, and then a little bit more. Think about it. Why does your phone light up at just the right moment? Why does the next video always feel slightly more interesting than the last one? Why do you suddenly remember something you need to check? The moment you try to focus on something important, that's not random, that's conditioning. Slow, invisible training of your brain. You didn't sign up for it, but you adapted to it. And now it runs in the background of your life like an operating system you never installed. And here's the brutal part. This system doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care about your energy, your focus, your mental health, or your future. Its only job is to keep you engaged. That's it. If you feel tired, it doesn't stop. If you feel overwhelmed, it gives you more. If you're already exhausted, it hands you an easy escape that keeps you inside the loop. Because the worst thing for the system is not that you leave, it's that you become aware. Because the moment you truly see what's happening, the illusion starts to break. And that's why everything is designed to feel normal, harmless, even helpful. Just relax. You deserve it. Take a break. But look closely at that break. Does it actually restore you? Or does it leave you even more drained than before? That's the trap. You're not recharging. You're being kept just functional enough to come back tomorrow and do it all over again. Again and again. Without ever asking the one question that actually matters. Who is really in control of your time? And the scariest part? You probably felt it before. That strange moment when you suddenly wake up in the middle of scrolling. You look at the clock, and it's been 2 hours. Gone. Just like that. And you don't even remember half of what you just watched. It's like your mind was there, but at the same time, it wasn't. Like you were on autopilot. And for a second, there's this unpleasant feeling, almost like panic, like you lost something you can't get back. Because you did. Time is the only thing that never returns. Not your money, not your energy, your time. And yet somehow it's the easiest thing to give away. Not in big, dramatic decisions, but in thousands of tiny ones.
The dangerous part is that nothing feels extreme. You're not making a huge mistake. You're just relaxing, just taking a break, just watching one more video. And that's exactly why it works. Because if it felt dangerous, you'd stop. If it felt like a trap, you'd resist. But it doesn't. It feels normal, comfortable, even deserved. And while you're inside that comfort, something else starts to fade. Your ability to focus, to sit with one thought, to go deep into something without needing constant stimulation. Have you noticed that? How hard it's become to just concentrate? To read something without checking your phone? To work without your brain constantly looking for an escape? That's not
Laziness. That's rewiring. Your brain is adapting to speed, to novelty, to endless input. It starts rejecting anything that doesn't give you instant reward. And real life doesn't work like that. Real growth is slow. Real creativity is uncomfortable. Real satisfaction takes time. But your brain is being trained to avoid all of that, to choose the easy hit instead, again and again and again. And the more it happens, the harder it becomes to break out. Because now it's not just a habit, it's a loop, a closed cycle where you feel tired, so you escape. But the escape makes you even more tired, so you escape again. And the loop tightens, day by day, week by week, until one day you realize something deeply unsettling. You're busy all the time, but moving nowhere.
So here's the question no one really wants to ask. What if this doesn't change on its own? What if there's no moment where you suddenly get your time back? No magical day where everything clicks and you become focused, calm, and in control again? What if the default path, the one you're already on, just keeps going exactly like this? Faster, louder, more demanding, more addictive, year after year. Imagine that for a second. Not dramatically, just realistically. Same praviche, same endless scroll, same TK feeling that you could be doing something more, but never actually doing it. Days turning into weeks, weeks into years, and then one day you look back and realize you don't remember most of it. Not because nothing happened, but because nothing meaningful stayed. That's the real cost. Not time itself, but what that time could have been. The ideas you never started, the skills you never built, the moments you never fully lived because your attention was somewhere else. And here's the uncomfortable truth. No one is coming to fix this for you. No update, no new app, no better system. Because the system is already working perfectly, just not for you. It doesn't need you to be Chess-Levum. It doesn't need you to feel fulfilled. It just needs you to
stay, to keep watching, to keep scrolling, to keep coming back tomorrow. But you're the only one who can step out of it. Not completely, not forever, but at least enough to notice what's happening. Because the moment you become aware, truly aware, something shifts. You start seeing the pattern, the triggers, the moments where you reach for your phone without thinking. And that's where control begins. Not in some huge life change, not in deleting everything overnight, but in small, almost invisible decisions. A pause before the next swipe. A moment of silence instead of noise. A choice to stay with your thoughts, even if it feels uncomfortable. That's how you slowly take your time back. Not all at once, but piece by piece, the same way you lost it. And maybe, just maybe, that's where real freedom actually starts.